This is Talking Gauchos. I'm Steve Wendt. That's Paul Berenson back at the studios. We have Tom Myers from UCSB Baseball with us. But a reminder to get all your Gaucho gear, visit UCSBGauchoshop.com. This year, not only did UCSB Athletics sign with Nike as its official sponsor, but they've unveiled a new logo as well. So to get the newest Gaucho jerseys, hats, and other merchandise, go to UCSBGauchoshop.com. The man who knows something about wearing a cap. It's a new cap, though, for Tom Myers this year, a longtime pitching coach at UCSB, and this season, new title as well, associate head coach, and then / alumni development director. So, Tom Myers, boy, you got a lot on your plate these days.
Yes, Steve, and thanks for having me tonight, State and A, and our great marketing department for putting this show on. It's an outstanding event for Gaucho Athletics, but a little bit about my new job detail.
Yeah.
I feel very privileged and honored to be part of Bob Bronsman's coaching staff for this long, and having my job title elevated to associate head coach is a nice thing for my resume, but a lot of great things happening in the department as well as the Gaucho baseball program, and one of my responsibilities is going to be to bring back alums from the past and have them meet the present Gauchos, and we have a lot of great things planned as far as immediate plans for hopefully 2011 would be lights for night games out at Cesar Wasaka Stadium.
Boy, I'm sure as a pitching coach that would break your heart to have that heavy night air come into Cesar Wasaka.
I've been dreaming about that marine layer for some time now, playing 2-1 ball games, of course, with us on the winning end.
Very nice, very nice. Now, some of those things that you talk about bringing in the alumni and bringing in things like a golf. You guys just had a golf tournament. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we had our annual Cesar Wasaka Memorial Tournament out at Montecito Country Club, and we had a nice turnout. It was a beautiful day. It might have been the last day of summer, but we had probably 10 to 20 former players, as well as a lot of baseball community members participating in the golf tournament. It was a great day for our program. It was nice to reunite with guys and basically have them there to talk about the plans and the future of the program, talk about our current players that we have in the program, the 17 guys that were offered pro contracts the last 2 years. There's a lot of momentum right now with our program, and it's important for us to go out and grab and embrace the community as well as our former Gaucho greats.
I read about it. You talk about getting out of the community. I mean, talk about guys giving their blood, sweat, and tears, and sometimes it's just hyperbole, but you guys had a blood drive. You actually asked them to give blood.
Yeah, I think it's been going on for close to 10 years now. Coach Bronsman, Coach Kirkard have spearheaded that, and we had, I think, perfect attendance by our entire team downtown, and everybody was giving blood, and it was a great event. I participated myself, and it was nice to see the people associated with the blood drive group, their response to seeing all our guys, these young athletes, these young student athletes come out and give, because they receive a lot from the university and the great game of baseball, and it's nice to see them give back.
Well, and I think it's kind of indicative. You said 10 years. That's, Bob Bronson has been with this program for so long. We're seeing a lot more things within the athletic department as a whole, but Bob's been doing that for a long time. I think he deserves kudos for that. Let's talk about you personally, because you had a great honor. I alluded to it earlier. You talked about your resume, but this is a neat thing. You got to run a club in the Cape Cod League this year, and I think even the casual fans have heard of the Cape Cod League. Tell me about coaching Brewster in the Cape Cod League.
The Brewster Whitecaps. I felt that was probably up to this point one of my greatest coaching experiences, and the big reason why was the overall support by the community, the people of the Cape Cod League, but East Coast passion. I saw it every day when we were on the practice diamond, and when we were competing to win ball games. People came out, they knew everything about you. They cared a lot about the players, and then, the national response across the board by Major League scouts, agents, the who's who of baseball were there to see the up-and-coming who's who at the amateur level, and I would have to say I have probably 2 or 3 future first-round picks that I was able to coach this summer. Some phenomenal athletes, some great kids from all over the country, from the SEC, the ACC, and there were 5 or 6 guys from the Big West Conference out there. Mario Hollins, our current pitcher, who's a junior, pitched out there for Yarmouth Dennis and had a tremendous summer, and I think it was a great maturing experience for him. But to be out there as a coach and as a player, it's very rewarding, but also very educational.
You guys had so many players drafted last year. It was a record, I think, number of players drafted off the team. A couple chose not to sign. One being Matt Valleca, who was your leading hitter, I think, last year in terms of average. And then you have some other nice returners coming back. You have Hadow out there in the outfield, who's a nice player. A little pest I like, Gunnar Terhune. He's just a catalyst out there. You guys have some excitement coming back to this team.
We sure do. We have some strong pitching returning, but you talked about Matt Valleca. That was great for us to have him turn down a contract from the Cincinnati Reds. And if health works on his side, he'll get another opportunity, but that bolsters our lineup. And then Marty Mullins, who was behind the plate, returns behind the plate. We also Mark Hadow, who was rated the number 2 prospect in the Jayhawk League this summer, who's a 3-tool athlete. We'll have pro scouts trailing him all year. And then on the mound, we have Mario, of course. We have Mike Ford returning for his senior year. And then our recruiting class, which was nationally recognized, we brought in some key guys that we feel can step in and perform for us right away. And one of them is a big left-handed pitcher by the name of Kevin Jelinas, who was rated the number 1 prospect in the California Collegiate League.
So you have 2 stud lefties going on the weekend, probably.
Right now, that's if we were to... Coach Bronson was to pencil things out in. I know both of those guys are going to...
They'll have to compete no matter what.
They're going to be featured quite a bit for us. And Kevin has got a power arm. He's 91 to 94 off the mound. We might finally have a legitimate closer, which we've been missing the past 2 years. And for us to win 30-plus games 2 years ago and 29 last year, I think if we had that legitimate closer, we could have secured a couple more wins along the way.
Well, a lot of things going on. Tell us about when things get started. When can you guys start working out? Obviously I heard it's an El Nino year. That breaks my heart to hear for UCSB baseball. But tell me about when you guys can actually work out as a team. I know it's a pretty truncated timetable, and when do you guys start?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because yesterday was the first day we had our full team workout. So day 2 we get hit with rain, which is so fitting. But it looks like Mother Nature's going to loosen up the ground and make the grass greener for us for next week. And then we're going to hit the field and compete in scrimmages 4 days a week. So now we'll finally get a chance to evaluate our guys. We've been ramping them up. It's kind of like a fall, winter, spring training. Now we're going to get into exhibition games amongst ourselves and get to see a little bit more about our 2010 club.
You got a special lady here with you tonight. Tell me about our favorite assistant pitching coach out there.
Oh, yeah, my little girl, Lauren Myers, 6.5 years old. She travels with me everywhere, and she's a great fan of mine, thank goodness. And regardless wins or losses, she's always supported me. But she's become part of the Gaucho family, and I'm excited and happy that she's embraced by the players as well as our athletic community.
She's got dad and she's got 30 older brothers keeping an eye on her.
That's right.
Outstanding. Well, that must make you feel safe as a dad. Tom, I wish we had more time. Always a pleasure, and we'll be keeping a keen eye on you and the Gauchos.
If I could plug one thing.
Yeah, get it.
February 5th, we're having a dinner. It's going to be a special dinner, and it's going to involve the Santa Barbara baseball community as well as the Santa Barbara Forcers, but it's right now early tabbed as Dinner with Tommy Lasorda. So we're going to have a great Tommy Lasorda on campus. We're going to put together a great night of baseball in the community.
Yeah, and that's great. You need one guest because no one gets the word in edgewise with Tommy around.
That's
so
right.
Enjoy that. Well, that'll be good. And obviously, he's a great supporter of baseball as an entity. So best of luck with that, Tom Myers. Tell Bronze good luck from us, and I'm sure we'll talk to you down the road here on Talking Gauchos.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
All right, that's Tommy Myers, Associate Head Coach of the Gauchos. And I tell you what, we'll come back.